Imagine one day you receive a letter from yourself. But there is one catch: the letter is from the future. In it, a warning: you are in mortal danger. Do not leave the house at 11:15 p.m. What would you do? Dismiss it as a prank? Or would you take it seriously? The story I am about to tell you actually happened, and it will change your perception of time and fate. The main character of the story is Andre, an ordinary guy living in a small town, working in an office, and leading a completely normal life. Or at least it was normal until one strange day. It all started in the morning. As usual, Andre walked into the kitchen, poured himself some coffee, and saw a strange letter on the table. The envelope was thick, the paper yellowed, and his name was written on it. Strange. He hadn't ordered any letters, and no one had delivered physical mail in a long time. Tearing open the envelope, he began to read. Andre, this is important. I am writing to you from the future. Tonight, at 11:15 p.m., you will be in mortal danger. Do not leave the house no matter what happens. You won't believe me, but this letter is your only chance to survive. Trust me, I am you. From the future. Andre smirked. What nonsense! He even wanted to throw the letter away, but something inside him hesitated. He remembered that, as a child, he often dreamed of time travel. But that was impossible, right? He decided to forget about it. But all day, thoughts about the strange letter wouldn't leave his head. Who could have written it? Friends? A prank by colleagues? Or someone else? The clock struck 11 p.m. Andre sat on the couch watching TV, but he couldn't concentrate. Felt like someone was watching him from outside the window. Nervously glancing around, he saw only darkness beyond the glass. 11:10 p.m. The phone rang. He picked it up, but no one answered on the other end. Just strange static. And then a voice. His voice. You didn't listen to me. Suddenly, a dull thud on the door. Andre jumped. It wasn't a normal knock. It was as if someone was pounding on it with immense force. Fear gripped his body. He remembered the letter. 11:14 p.m. Everything went silent. No footsteps, no voices, nothing. Just his breathing and the frantic beating of his heart. He wanted to look through the peephole but didn't have time. The sound of shattering glass rang out. Andre recoiled in horror. The kitchen window was now broken. Someone had gotten inside. 11:15 p.m. A loud noise, like a hum throughout the house. Andre felt dizzy. The world around him seemed to slow down. At that moment, he realized this wasn't just a letter. Someone or something was really trying to destroy him. When he regained consciousness, he found himself back in his apartment. Everything was intact, the window wasn't broken. The clock read 7 a.m., and on the table in front of him, another letter. You must send this letter to yourself in the past. Only then will you survive. Now he understood. He had truly received a letter from the future. But what happened that night? How did he end up here? Why couldn't he remember anything? All day he tried to recall something, but his memory was foggy. The only thing he understood, he had to send the letter. But where? And more importantly, how? In the evening, Andre decided to write the same letter and leave it on the table. One thought kept spinning in his head. What if it's true? What if I really saved myself? But then a new question arose. If the letter really went into the past, then there was someone controlling this process. But who? He realized he was involved in something much bigger than just a warning. This wasn't a coincidence. This was someone's plan. Someone was controlling his life. Andre couldn't sleep anymore. He felt like he was being watched. Every night he heard strange sounds, and the letters kept coming. But now they contained new warnings. One night, he sat at the table, took a piece of paper and a pen, and began to write. Andre, this is important. I am writing to you from the future.